Oh my gosh.
Woo, woo,
I think of the one
woo,
from the
woo.
gym.
Welcome back, everybody, to another
Motivational
Monday. Today's topic is
You are not a victim.
yes, victimization. Listen, this is a heart-to-heart topic for me because I truly don't believe in victimization. Okay, because it's a simple stage of life that we face through, and then those who choose to be victims drag it on and make it part of who they are and whatnot. There was once a wise man who said, people who victimize themselves fail to take responsibility for the situation, even or the decision thereafter. There's some things we cannot control, and we're gonna be victims to. There's nothing we can do about that. Okay, but that does not mean that has to become who we are. Okay? So we must take responsibility on how I move forward from that situation. It's my responsibility to move forward. It's not the person who did something to me. It's not their responsibility. They obviously don't care about me. That's why they did what they did, because they don't care. So it is up to me to make those decisions, to move forward. When I'm looking at it, I'm like, present, past, present, and future, right? We look at the past so we can learn. We look at the future so we can see where we're going. But everything we do has to be done in the present. Life is only lived in the present. It's like we only have right now. When you're watching this video, this is the only moment you got. Okay? Then when you look, we talk about reflection all the time. We look back what we do to learn so we can be the best person we are today. So don't be a victim. You're not a victim. Take responsibility for your actions moving forward. Okay? That's the only thing you can do in order for you to be the true you, because you're not a victim.
Yeah. And talking about identity, so yesterday in church, they were talking about experiences, and the pastor, she was saying, if we look at a viewpoint of Jesus in a paradigm of who he is, right, and focusing on who he is and what he does, right, we utilize the fact that all the things that happen, like when we start to understand who he is and how he functions and how he works and how he operates, right, we can look back at our past and say, oh, he was there and he was using this all for my good, and now I'm here where I am, right? So it's knowing that every moment is all for your good and helping you to become who you are. And then for two, you're never alone in those things, right? So it's like, whether it happened for me, to me, whatever kind of verbiage you decide to put to it, you have to look from a different paradigm. You can't look from your own. If you look from your own, you're going to be down in the dumps. But if you look from another paradigm, like we always been using that verse, Jeremiah 29:11, plans to prosper you, not to harm you. So all those plans are plans. They're not good plans or bad plans. I say all the time, but they're just plans.
Yeah.
And they're all there to prosper you, not to harm you, and to give you hope in a future. Like, imagine, like, just dissect that for a second. To give you hope, okay? So all those plans are like, you know what? I've been through something before, so I can get through this, right? Already changing my verbiage. Oh, I can see hope because when I was in that dark place, something kept me going, right? There's always hope found in that, like, light at the end of the tunnel, right? And that's true. When we live our life with purpose and for purpose and understanding what purpose is, we can always say there's always light in the darkness and there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And understand that light in the tunnel also exists in the darkness, right? You have to be able to see that light at the end also exists in the light in the present. So more than anything, not make yourself a victim is knowing I'm more than a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror because I've conquered all those things. Did I fail? Am I down in the dumps because of those things? Am I back in my past and not here in the future? No, I'm here 20 years later, 30 years later, 70 years later, because I was more than a conqueror, because I conquered it, right? Maybe yourself before wasn't as strong, but now you're becoming stronger because of what you've been through, right? And what you're going through, what you decide to move through, right? The seas pass and you get to go through, and when you get to the other side, you're becoming a stronger version. But if you recognize that all the things that were parted in that sea helped you become who you are and help you to see things clear, nothing can phase you.
And remember, life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you.
Right.
So it is up to you to make those decisions,
Right.
to make the life that you want to. have.
Yeah.
However that may be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it can be however you want, but it's up to you. And that's the best thing that can anybody ever tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because that means you're in control.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just, oh my God, everything is just coming at me. No.
Yep.
Everything is just happening.
Yep.
And then you decide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
Remember.
As always, be great. Be awesome.
And be the best you are at everything that you do. Have an amazing week. And remember, you are not a victim. Move forward beyond your challenges.